Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Gap Mastermind. Excited to get started with you today. All right, there we go. I was enjoying the music. I don't know about you. I wake up super excited on Monday mornings. Who else gets excited in the chat? Show me. I mean, I know some people, they're like late morning starters. They don't like getting up early. And I'm like, rise and shine. Let's open those windows. Let's get some sunshine in here. I like to get out and feel the wind in my face, get outside, get some sunshine. It's nice and hot here in Central Florida where I am. I don't know about you, where you're at. I heard up in Wisconsin, it's a nice crisp 69 degrees, which sounds amazing. I don't know where we're at right now. I'm thinking it's close to 90s already. So it's nice and hot. Nice and hot. But with that heat in mind, let's get our day started. Welcome again to the Gap Mastermind. Gap isn't just a name, it's our mission. We exist to bridge the global alliance of professionals. We are a powerful community of leaders, innovators, and growth-minded entrepreneurs that we're aligned with one vision: to grow, collaborate, and to create generational impact through real estate and beyond. So whether you're here to learn, lead, or launch something new, this space is for expansion in mindset, business, and global reach. So we're going to lean in today. We're going to take lots of notes. Before I introduce our amazing speaker today, I do want to remind everyone that we still have openings for the Build at Sea event. So if for those of you who are not familiar with Build at Sea, that is our annual cruise that we do. And so if you go to buildatsea.com, I don't know if Franny, if you can pop that in the chat, buildatsea.com. We still have some availability. It is happening pretty soon. It's coming up on August 3rd through the 7th. And it's going to be an amazing time where it's going out to the Bahamas, right? But it's really about us getting together. We're going to be networking. We're going to be sharing a powerful lineup of speakers. And you'll see those speakers on. Ooh, I love it. I can see some people who are registered. If you can pop in the chat if you are registered to go. I'm certainly going to be there, and I'm super excited. And our leaders here are going to be joining the cruise as well. So Veronica, Carlos, Gil, and many others here. Josue, Gino is going to be there. So you'll get to see all of us there, and you'll get to meet some new faces, and you'll get to meet some other amazing individuals. So yeah, I see Lucy, you're going to be with us. I'm so excited. Tawanda, yay, you're registered. I'm so excited that you'll be there. Holly, nice. I'm so excited for everybody that's going to be joining. It's going to be an amazing time that we're going to learn and grow together. So, and of course, for those of you who aren't familiar, this is a family cruise. So we would encourage you to bring your family. So don't let anything hold you back. If you want to bring the family, or if you want to room with someone, we've got some people who are looking for roommates. So, reach out to us, let us know, and we'll get you set up. So don't lose time on that, because the doors will close, rooms book out. So there is still some availability, some space left. So let's get on that today. So buildatsea.com. And we look forward to seeing you there and growing with us. Also, just so you know, the Gap Mastermind is our weekly mastermind every Monday at the same time. And the replays are uploaded into our YouTube channel. So subscribe to EXP Global Alliance on YouTube, and you can see all of the past replays on our YouTube channel. So now, let's get started with our day. So let's, give me just a second here. I'm checking my notes. So today's speaker is not just a powerhouse in real estate. She's a visionary, she's a builder, and a woman on a mission. She is the heart behind the Q International Organization, and it's a bilingual, faith-driven force in real estate and business coaching. But here's what really sets her apart. She knows how to help you scale in the storm, not just survive through tough markets, but thrive in it. So please help me welcome my dear friend, my partner at EXP, and unstoppable Lucy Quinones, CEO of Q International and the founder of Southwest Florida Real Estate and Business Academy. Welcome, Lucy.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. Thank you, everyone, for your time, for being here today. I value your, you know, generosity in inviting me, the Global Alliance family, and everyone that's here. Thank you so much for inviting me to be part of this today. I'm super humbled and honored to get this opportunity. So we're ready to get
Thanks for being
started?
here. Absolutely. Take it away.
All right, so guys, this is going to be a very interactive and intense, immersive 45 minutes. We're going to go for 45 minutes, actually, probably even less because it's now 12:11. And so I want to give enough time for answers or questions at the end. So I want to start with a thought in mind. I want to start with the thought of what would it take for you to develop a gladiator mindset? I want you to think about this for yourself, right? Because I'm not just here to give you information. I'm here to activate the information you already have. I'm here to activate the know-hows that you already have. I'm here to activate the potential that already lies within you. So I'm simply here to ignite all of that by activating it first, right? And causing you to think beyond your limitations. So I hope you have your pen, your paper ready, and I hope you have an open mind for what we're going to do. So I want to start off by asking you this. What would it look like when you develop the mindset of a gladiator? Because whatever it is that you're doing in your business right now, if you're like me, you could look back and say, you know what, this is good. This is good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Listen to me closely. For us to thrive in this type of market and beyond, write this down. For me to thrive in this type of market and beyond, and I don't care if you're in real estate, if you're in title, mortgages, if you're leading a team, if you are the CEO of your organization like I am, right, at Q International Experts Network by EXP, it doesn't matter what we do. The first thing is to make a decision, to decide. So write this down. What will it look like, or what will it take for me to develop the mindset of a gladiator? Now, I want you to have a vision of you, again, looking at your business and saying, you know what? I'm doing good, Lucy. Things are going good for me. But here's where the mindset of a gladiator steps in. Here's where the mentality of a gladiator steps up. A gladiator doesn't look just to be good. A gladiator looks to be great, great at what they do. So write this down. For me to thrive in this market and beyond, because it's not just about this market. This market is just setting us up for a strong comeback. This market is setting us up for a brilliant future. If you're with me, light up the chat and say, I'm with you. I hear you. Yes. This market is setting all of us up for a brilliant future, for a brighter future, for a stronger future, for a more bolder future, because this market is defying the odds against us. And here's one thing that I know and that I've experimented. We must defy the odds that stand up against us. So I'm not going to even show you a presentation because I want you to write this stuff down. I want you to create your own little playbook in the next 30 minutes that we have together. So number one, what's it going to take for me to develop a gladiator mindset? Number two, are things going good for me? Or maybe you're someone here that says, Lucy, I'm stuck, I'm stale, I'm stagnant, I'm struggling. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of being on the rat race. You know, I'm tired of trying to lead people, but for some reason, they're not stepping up to the plate. I'm tired of trying to do something that I say I'm going to do and I end up not doing it. Because here's what I want you to walk away with. If you don't walk away with anything else today, it's going to take a gladiator mentality. A gladiator mentality. And I'm going to tell you exactly how you start developing that. It's actionable, it's implementable, and you can start doing it immediately. Okay? For you to develop a mentality of being a gladiator, it doesn't matter what you've done up to now. There's another level, and you got to go from good to great. Oh, you know what, Lucy, but I'm great at what I do. I mean, I'm breaking all records. I am there. I'm crushing it. You know, I am like on fire. I am alive, excited, and full of energy every day. Like I am on my A game, Lucy. I am world class. Okay, wonderful. Because once you go from good to great, there's another one. The mentality of a gladiator for someone that's being great at what they do, it's how do I become outstanding? Outstanding. That's your bullseye. So again, from good to great and from great to outstanding. Now, the first thing that must happen, okay? So we are all in the same boat. We are all either good, going from good to great. We're all going either from good to great or from great to outstanding. What would it take for you to be outstanding at what you do? Whatever it is that you like doing, write this down. Find what you love to do. I love working with buyers. I love working with sellers. I love working with for sale by owners expired. I love being around people. I love leading. Whatever it is, because here's the next secret, something that you love to do to the point, here's the key, to the point that you're going to do it even when you don't feel like doing it. That you're going to do it despite your feelings and despite the rainy days and despite the setbacks and despite every odd that is stacked up against you. What do I love doing? I love opening up, whatever it is you love to do. Because you got to find what you absolutely love to do. Because here's what I can tell you. You're going to start off strong. And most of us started off strong in January, right? Here's what I'm going to do. Oh, we start off strong. We keep doing it. Oh, and we're on it and we're on it and we're on it. But then what happens is, as humans, we become bored of doing the same old day in and day out. That's why you gotta, what do I absolutely love doing to the point that I will do it despite myself? Despite myself. So you got to find that one thing that you absolutely love doing within your business. Here's the next thing that's going to put me in front of more people. Guys, we are living in the best time in history to be in any type of business. And like I tell my people at the academy, I don't care what you sell. These principles are universal. These principles are like gravity. These principles are like the law of cause and effect. It works for one, it works for all. It makes no respecter of person. It works for everyone. But here's why you must love what you do, because you are going to get bored of doing it. You're not going to see. How do you scale in this market? How do you go from good to great and great to outstanding? You must outperform yourself. You got to take that one thing that you love to do and you've got to do it like you've never done it before, at the level you've never done it before, more committed than you've ever done it before, more consistently than you've ever done it before. You've got to outperform yourself. Outperform yourself. So we all know what our best has been. We all know what our level of commitment and consistency is. And let me tell you something about consistency. It is the current currency for this market. Consistency will win every time. Consistency trumps perfection. Consistency will blow out of the water even those that you are, maybe if you call it this way, competing against at a whole other level. Consistency will win every time. You don't have to do it perfect. You don't have to do it flawlessly. You just got to do it consistently. And so why can I tell you this? Why am I someone that can speak from this? Because if you go follow me, wherever you want to follow me at Coach Lucy Q, okay, you are going to see something that I said. I know I love doing this to the point that I will do it even if nobody shows up. I know that I love doing this and this is my passion and I will be in my bliss. Write this down. What is your bliss? What is your bliss? What you do in real estate, what you do in your business, you could find your bliss and connect it to it. You just got to redesign what you've been doing so that you could be more consistent. Consistency will win every single time. I'll prove it to you. In January, I said I must be in front of more eyes. I must be in front of more eyes. There's no way I am going to scale in this market, to the level that I want to scale one-to-one. There's no way. So for some of you that are here, maybe you're not supposed to be performing one-to-one. Okay, who's with me? Who's with me? Give me a number 7 in the chat if you're with me. Maybe you've been doing whatever you're doing one-to-one, but you need to move to the arena of one-to-many, so that you can leverage and grow exponentially in your efforts. So I already knew there's no way with what I do day in and day out that I'm going to be able to stay trying to do something one-to-one. I've got to go one-to-many. How can I do one-to-many? I launched an initiative. It's called Winners Wednesday Productivity Bootcamp. Winners Wednesday Productivity Bootcamp just concluded its 26th week of going strong every single Wednesday. No excuses, no cancellations, no rescheduling. We show up because we show up. And let me tell you, Winners Wednesday Productivity Bootcamp started out with 6 people, and 5 of those people were my own agents. And now we have had 120 people through our academy doors, and every week we're getting 30 to 40 people showing up. Now, guess what happened? I started attracting people from the whole market. And I said, oh my goodness, I thought this was just going to be for real estate agents. But guess what? Not only did I start attracting people from all different industries that are still within the marketplace, but I also started attracting bilingual people. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what do I do now? Well, guess what? We went bilingual. So I love being around people. I know that I am great at delivering agent productivity and business development, but I also knew that I could not do it one-to-one because I don't have the bandwidth to reach the amount of people that I want to. So I want you to start thinking about what you do and how you do it, because I'm going to give you the opportunity to put me on the hot seat and tell me what it is you love to do, what it is your bliss, so that I can help you find something tactical, innovative, strategic, and implementable, and above everything else, actionable, that you could do consistently. When I talk consistently, guys, 26 weeks and counting, and we're not about to stop. Because what happens with consistency is you activate, write this down, the compound effects of your business. You may not be seeing the big, bells and whistles. You may not be feeling like you are accomplishing much. You may not be getting the fuzzy wuzzies, right? But you've got to commit to consistency. Commitment to consistency will compound your effect. Those are the 3 C's to scale in this market. Commitment, consistency, and compound. It creates the snowball effect. So start thinking of, because I want to help you. I didn't just come to take up space. I didn't just come to, look cute and pretty. I know I look cute and pretty on the Zoom here. I came to make an impact in your business. I came to, like I said at the beginning, I will activate something in you that will ignite something in your business. And that is my intention. So that, in the next 90 days, because it's going to take at least 90 days, for you to see some results. It's going to take 90 days. So I'd rather disappoint you now than disappoint you later. It's going to take 90 days. It's the 90-day cycle. Lucy, why 90 days? Because seasons last 90 days. Because life is created in seasons of 90 days. Because there's a full circle effect when you do something for 90 days. Because 90 days will give you enough information to track, to measure, and to manage. Write that down. Track, measure, and manage. You got to track, measure, and manage. Listen, whatever it is you're doing to scale in this business at this season, in this market. Because remember, I told you at the beginning, this is the best market you could ever be in. You got to make this market your BFF, your best friend. Why? Because it is giving you the opportunity to exercise your potential at another level. It is setting you up for a comeback. It is setting you up for your next level. It is setting you up to defy your own odds. The stuff you and me used to do before that was real estate on easy street, that was not helping us grow. No one grows in comfort zone. No one grows on easy street. You grow when you build resistance. You grow when you build beyond your own limitations. You grow when you are pushing, right? When you are pushing beyond yourself. So that's why number one, you got to love something. Find something you love. Love it to the point where, listen, I love doing this so much. I love doing this way so much. I know that this will put me in my bliss even when I don't feel like doing, even when I'm bored, even when I got a headache, a backache, a neck ache, a knee ache, right? Or a butt ache, I'm going to show up because I just know that once I'm in, write this down. Here's a secret. Here's a secret that I found. When you start doing something without wanting to do it, 6 minutes in, you may find it's another level of 6 minutes in, you will get activated. Your mind will get ignited, your brain will get primed, and now you're on a roll. But it takes the first 6 minutes. So do it without wanting to do it. Set up that open house without wanting to set up that open house. You guys are with me? Tell me you're with me so I know that you're here. Tell me that you're with me. Okay. What is it that you love doing? What is it that you could go all in? Listen, you got to go all in or you're going to be all out. This market is going to require that level of gladiator mentality. I'm all in or I'm all out. Commitment is not for the weak of heart. Consistency is not for the snowflakes. Consistency is not for the snowflakes. And guys, let me tell you something. If you're going to find someone to run with, find someone that runs faster than you. Find someone that runs faster than you. Find someone that's more on fire than you. Find someone that's going to pull, push, drag, or tow you when you don't feel like. And the best way that I have found is you invite people to whatever you're doing. Because trust me, every Wednesday, I don't feel like showing up, but I know people are going to show up. That is my way of holding me accountable. If you continue to do what you've been doing all by yourself, being that Lone Ranger like I used to be, then you have nothing that's lighting you up to be committed and consistent. I am committed to Winners Wednesday Productivity Bootcamp because people are going to show up. They're going to show up. They are my accountability partners. So 6 minutes, write that down, put it to the test, implement it. You could write to me on DM and say it worked, but I'm telling you, 6 minutes into doing whatever it is you're doing, if it's something that you love and you've been already committed and consistent with it, even if you don't feel like doing it, you're going to get activated. You're going to be like, oof, okay, I'm on a roll now. But it's going to take the first 6 minutes. You got to tell your brain, write this down. Tell your mind to be quiet. Tell your mind, stop having conversations with your mind. If your mind knew how to produce what you want to produce, you would be already producing it. If your mind knew how to produce what you want to produce, you would already be producing it. Okay? So you got to go beyond your mind. You got to go beyond your mind. Laser beam focus is the next thing. You got to get so focused. You have to go not wide. You got to go deep. Laser beam focus. So I decided that I needed to be in front of more people. I decided that I needed to go deeper with people. I decided for me to go from where I am, which is great, but I want to be outstanding. I've got to go one too many. Who is your one too many? Drop it in the chat. I want you to start feeding me. Help me to help you so we can help each other. Who would be your one too many? Who would be your one too many? What would that look like? Lucy, my one too many would be a consistent live every day at 8 in the morning on Instagram. You know, I did that for 3 years. And today I have people that are saying, I found you on Instagram because you were doing El Amanecer Inmobiliario every morning at 8 a.m. And I would be putting on my makeup and I would be listening to you. Write this down, guys. A gladiator mindset understands the power of your voice. Your voice needs to be recognized, even if people have never met you, they need to be able to recognize your voice. That when they hear you, they know, oh, that's Lucy. Where's Lucy at? And the only way and the best way that we can do that now is through social media lives. Social media lives. But Lucy, I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I sound. I don't like the way I feel. I'm scared of the camera. Do it anyway. Do it despite yourself. But I always knew I've got to go one to many. I've got to go one to many. I've got to go one to many. So the mindset of a gladiator, write this down. It's a person that pioneers something. Stop looking to follow the herd. Stop looking to follow the herd. You don't have to follow the herd. You could be the pioneer. You could be the pioneer. So to scale in this market, you must decide, what am I going to do to be the pioneers? Buyers for Costa Rican properties. Okay, so you got properties in Costa Rica. That's beautiful. And you want to start promoting them. Start a Facebook group. Costa Rica property. I mean, there's so many things you could do. You could start a Facebook group. I've got a Facebook group that has 17,000 people. I'm still not working it to the level I need to. I'm still in the good mode of my Facebook group, but it's there. It's there. It's waiting for me to come in and blow it up. Okay. So you want to find what you love to do. You want to get committed, consistent, so you can create some compounding effects. When you get committed, consistent, and you create compounding effects, you ignite the principle of the snowball effect. We all know the principle of the snowball effect. The snowball effect is the principle of momentum. Let me give you a picture. And this is where I want you to get to. If you apply this, if you take this, I'm telling you, this is going to work. The principle of momentum is what happens when you jump on a plane. Give me a number 8 for those of you that love flying. I love flying. I love flying. I think I was created on a plane. I love flying. Actually, I'm not flying as much as I want to fly, but trust me, that moment is coming. I'm just right now focused on, commitment, consistency, and compound effect, right? But here's what happens. Imagine for a moment. The principle of momentum, which is what you're really going to create by finding what you love to do, getting committed, getting consistent, activating the compound effect, that's going to lead you to the snowball effect that ignites the principle of momentum, is the point of no return. Write that down. The point of no return. Oh my God, guys, I love teaching this because I am a product of this. The point of no return is what happens when the airplane starts to take off on the runway. There is a point where either the plane flies or it flies because no one can stop it, because it broke the physics of speed and air, aerodynamics. The point of no return is when you start doing something with your highest level of commitment and pushing yourself beyond yourself in consistency and building the compound effect, okay, that activates the snowball effect, that ignites momentum. That momentum is going to take you to the point of no return. You are going to take off like a plane. Even if you wanted to stop, you can't. And I have experimented this. 26 weeks into every Wednesday, I now know there's no turning back. I now know there's more eyes than I ever imagined watching what we're doing. I now know I've built influence. I've built respect. I've built recognition. People now have become my advocates. People now tell people, come to Winners Wednesday Productivity Bootcamp. Why? Because they know it's happening every Wednesday, because they know they can count on it, because they know it's giving them results, because they've heard of someone that got results from it. So again, it doesn't matter what you want to do. You could take the same formula that I just gave you and you could implement it. And you got to do it with such high intention that it's what I call do or die. Like nothing is more important than this. This is a non-negotiable. Why? Because I'm tired of being at the level I'm at. This is a non-negotiable because I want to prove to myself all these things are not only information, but they are manifestation. And I can do this. I can do this. Once you hit the point of no return, my friends, you are on your way to that next level, whether it's good to great or whether it's great to outstanding. Outstanding. So let me tell you a little story. I've always done a lot of events, but I was going very wide. But I would do events, and maybe this is something you need to start because I needed to be at the forefront. I needed to be visible. I needed to be heard. I needed to be that voice. I needed to be that person that people would like to know. They would like to, they would start to like, because then I knew if they knew me and they liked me, then eventually by me continuing to be in front of them and deliver valuable, deposits into their life, they will eventually trust me. And people want to do business with who? Write it in the chat. People that they like, they know, and they trust. But imagine if you could take people liking you, knowing you, and trusting you into an exponential arena. How do I get to exponential arena? How do I get to growing exponentially? You must have all eyes on you. You must have all eyes on you. You must become the go-to. Write that down. I got to become the go-to. I have to become the go-to. The go-to for what? That's what you get to decide. Become the go-to for something that you love. Maybe it's a go-to for first-time home buyer seminars. Guys, I don't care what market you're in. I don't care if you're in China, Colombia, or the United States. First-time home buyer seminars work as long as you work them, as long as you implement this formula. So you want to get yourself to that point of no return. You want to get yourself to the point of, you know what? There's no turning back. So here's what ended up happening. It started out with 6 people. I found something I love to do. Like I knew 6 minutes in, even if I had a headache, the headache was going to be gone. 6 minutes in, even if it didn't matter, I was having a bad day, I was going to forget about the issue, the problem, the challenge, right? And I was going to be all in. I was going to like self-ignite. I knew that I had to be committed to that level. I knew that I had to be consistent. And I knew that that would help me activate the compound effect. What I had never really done at this degree was build the momentum to activate that momentum, to ignite that momentum and get to the point of no return, just like a plane, just like an airplane. You and I already know you sit on that plane, it takes off slow, it goes faster, 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 faster. Who's with me? Give me a number 5 in the chat if you're with me. All of a sudden, once that airplane takes off, there's a point of no return. Even if the pilot wanted to stop it, it is unstoppable. And that, my friends, is what you must do in this market. You are in the best season of your business. I don't care if you are at 0. I don't care if you are at 100. I don't care if you're at 100,000. There's always another level. And there's always that opportunity for becoming unstoppable. Unstoppable. Yeah, I know we all like the song. We all like the song. But what about becoming unstoppable in our own life with what we do and how we do it? So I started off with 6 people. 5 of those people were my own agents. We went to 10, went to 15, went to 20. Now we've had 120 people come through our doors. We're getting 30 to 40 people every week. And guess what? We went from unilingual to bilingual because at the beginning it was only Americans. Now I've got to speak both languages. We went just from realtors to all types of industry business owners. And then guess what happened? My industry business owners have now joined forces with the realtors that have come in the room. And in the month of July, we launched the Collaboration Business Explosion. And we have created a movement of realtors, business people collaborating. We're exploding our social media following, which is leading us to get more results. It's leading all of us to be more visible. Everybody that's showing up at Winners Wednesday Productivity Bootcamp is now an advocate, and everybody is inviting somebody. And that's what you want to do in this market. You want everybody referring somebody. You want everybody referring somebody to you, because you are now the go-to. You are now the voice of expertise and authority and experience. You are now the voice. You are now the leader. You are now the builder. You are now the one that is able to decide who you will or will not work with. You are now believing in yourself more than you've ever believed in your own self, because now you're experimenting this activation and the ignition of your next level. So guys, this market is your best friend, but you've got to reposition yourself. You've got to reinvent, redesign, and relaunch. Reinvent, redesign, and relaunch. Write that down. Reinvent, redesign, and relaunch. If whatever you're doing is not giving you the results that you want, if whatever your team is doing, I'm going to give you a secret formula that I apply. Whatever we did today is not good enough for where we want to go tomorrow. So whatever we did today, as soon as we're done, it doesn't matter what, an open house, a buyer seminar, a business seminar, credit restoration seminar, a live, a podcast, whatever it is. I want you guys to start putting in the chat, what is it that you think you're going to love to do? Lucy, I'm going to love to do podcasts. I'm going to love to do lives. I'm going to love to do seminars. I'm going to love to do workshops. I'm going to love to do open houses. I'm going to love to do, I don't know, gatherings. I'm going to love whatever it is you're going to love to do. You got to do it at a very high podcast, events, and open houses. Choose the one that you are going to focus on. Choose the one that will get you where you want to go the fastest. And if you ask me, events is it. There you go, Didi. There you go, girl, events. Why? Because most people don't do events. Why? Because they say they don't have time. Why? Because they say they don't know how to do it. Why? Because they're scared. Why? Because nobody wants to start out with 5 people. Come on now. Okay? Events. Events are amazing. Networkings are great. But make sure you're not there just to hand out business cards. Make it intentional. Make sure you're there to build connections. Make it so valuable that it's not just a networking. It's so much more. Okay? So you could do anything as long as you love doing it. Lives are awesome. Remember, it's one to many. You are the voice. You are the leader. You are the builder. You are the believer. You are the force for good. You're the one that's going to lead. You're the one that's going to build, right? You're the one that people are going to show up for, and then you serve them at a very high level, and then they start becoming your advocates. They start becoming your advocates. And let me tell you, I had someone make the events juicy. I had someone show up and say, why are there business people showing up to Winners Wednesday? I said, why not? I said, everybody knows somebody that wants to buy or sell real estate. Everybody knows somebody that wants to buy or sell real estate. So think about this, guys. Don't limit yourself to just realtors. Don't limit yourself to just buyers. Don't limit yourself to just sellers. You want to be the industry go-to because everybody knows somebody that can refer whatever it is you want to accomplish doing. That is called collaborative business explosion. Collaborative business explosion. Why do you think, the Tony Robbins of the world connect with the Dean Fraziosi's of the world? You know, why do you think the Grant Cardones connect with the Michael Jordans and put them on stage? Because we each have our audience, but together we make more impact. Together we deliver more value. So you want to scale in this season? This is the best season to be in business. It's going to take, like I said, find what you love to do. Find what you love to do that you'll do it even when you don't feel like doing it. It's going to take 6 minutes for you to get activated when you show up to do it. You have to use the power of commitment and consistency to activate the compound effect. You want to get to the point of no return, which is only done through momentum. You want to bring in people that would advocate for you because everybody knows somebody that wants to buy, sell, list, do whatever in real estate, and you want to become the voice. You want to become the leader. You want to become the builder. You want to become the believer. You got to believe in yourself so much that people start believing just because you've already believed. Like if anybody can talk you out of doing those open houses, if anybody can talk you out of doing those lives, if anybody can talk you out of doing whatever it is, that's not it. Like this has to be a non-negotiable for you. And you only have 5 months to do it. And yes, you got to do it through November. And yeah, as a matter of fact, you should start it now for the next 12 months. So start now for the next 12 months, not through the end of the year, but for the next 12 months. All right, I want to open up to questions. I'm not here to make it rain on you. I'm here to make it easy, implementable, and actionable on you. And I know that for those of you that took notes and you really think about, okay, I got to activate this gladiator mindset. I got to be the pioneer. Stop following the herd. Be a path finder, not a herd follower. Okay? Be the go-to. Be the one that says, you know what? I'm going to be a pioneer. I'm going to envision where I'm going and I'm going to become the visionary for where I'm going. And I'm going to do it to the point where people cannot stop paying attention. Like they cannot, even if they don't want to pay attention, guess what? They're going to see another Winners Wednesday Productivity Bootcamp reel, Instagram, live, story, whatever. Like they either unfollow me or they watch me grow or they come and join and grow with me. That's it. That's a decision. So Rebecca, I don't know if you have questions, if you want to, open up for questions. I want to respect
Yes.
everyone's time.
Yes, yes, yes. Let's do it. This is the part where we get to be interactive with our attendees here. And awesome. Thank you so much, Lucy. This message is powerful. I think we all need this message, especially on a good Monday morning to get our week started with power, right? So you mentioned a lot of things. One of the things I'm curious because you talked about getting in front of one to many instead of doing one to one. So a lot of us will get on consultation calls, which this is great, right? You schedule a call with your client and you're just talking one-on-one with that one client. And so one by one, we go working with these clients. But how can we get in front of a group, right? And you talked about your Winners Wednesday, which I think is phenomenal. So I want to know in the chat, who is already getting in front of many people? And I've already seen a few people I know that are doing some amazing things in their market. I don't know if Tawanda is still on the call with us. I'd love to hear from her. But how can you get in front of one to many, right? So what are you guys doing out there? You can pop it in the chat so we can see, or you can actually unmute yourself. I'd love to hear from you what you're doing. So are you doing, buyer seminars? Are you doing seller seminars? Are you doing them live in person, or are you also doing them virtual? So virtual is a really great tool. I know of many agents who are not even getting in front of people personally anymore. They're scheduling Zoom. So they're constantly, every month, they're scheduling a Zoom. And every month they've got tons of people that are joining their calls. And this is how they keep moving. And of course, social media is a great way. if you're an influencer and you're posting regularly, and I think everyone can be an influencer, doesn't matter how young or old you are, what like if you're just in there consistently, you're going to get an audience of people who are following you, want to work with you, right? And the more videos we make, people feel like they're getting to know you, right? They hear your
Yeah,
tone, the tonality of your voice. They can see that you're knowledgeable, that you're active, you're giving good information, right? So if you're giving educational pieces, of information, people are going to say she's an expert. And also, are you honing down on a niche, or are you trying to serve many people? Because if you're too broad, trying to serve everyone, you serve no one, right? So for those of you who have a niche, let's say you're working with VAs, right, veterans, or just there's so many different niches out there. But when you hold down on a niche, you're going to be that person, that go-to person for that. And people say, oh, you got to talk to Lucy because she's an expert on, right? Or you got to talk to Dee Dee. She's an expert on this subject, right? So, who's on the call? Who can we get? Oh, Dee Dee, you're there. What are you doing in your market? I see Tawanda, you're there too. So,
Hi, Lucy. Hi, Rebecca. You guys look beautiful as always. Thank you,
good
Lucy, for
morning.
being here today with us. I really I'm sad that I didn't join in earlier. Your energy and amazing tips are moving. You know, they put fire under our feet and get us crack-a-lacking, right? Um, I am doing social media now to develop a following so that I can have an audience for my live events that I am putting into play already with my vendors, my lenders, and so forth. So I'm setting all the events in play in terms of getting all the elements together, but at the same time, creating an audience because I was in hiding for a very, very long time and finally got the courage to go out and do social media. And so I got a VA, they're doing it, all that for, he's doing that for me, all the video producing and editing and all that good stuff. So I'm trying to be like our rock stars, but I got to give myself grace because I'm fairly new. I'm on my third year. So I'm just
Okay.
joining, I just joined the AAC and we'll be doing more live events with our agents and then mixing it up, like Lucy said, not only realtors, but small business
yes,
owners. We have so many in our
yes.
area that need to come out and share their information. So I would love to be their big connector and
Yes.
get them known and seen, all that good
So
stuff. Thank you, Lucy.
let me share a perspective. Think out of the box. And I know we've heard this before, right? But sometimes
Yes.
we are still thinking and playing too small. So what
Mhm.
does that mean? Number one, real estate moves the economy. I don't care if you are in the Sahara Desert or you are on any one of our continents around the world. Real estate moves the economy. That's the first thing you got to know. We
Okay.
move the economy. We have an economic impact every time we put a transaction together. So think outside the box. Every realtor on this call and every business owner on this call needs to go connect with a realtor. Every realtor should have, and not just title, mortgage, insurance, home inspectors. No, no, no. I identified 12 industries: appraisers, surveyors, painters, builders, tax preparers, CPAs, movers, of course, title, insurance, mortgage, you know, every business. As a matter of fact, everyone on this call should start putting a shout out looking for small business owners that want to explode their business. Why? Because for those of you that want to build a following on social media, one person putting stuff on social media is too small to really make a big
Yes.
impact. What do I mean? If I'm the only one that's posting about what I do on social media, I'm not going to make a big impact. But what I've learned is I've brought the community together and they are putting stuff on social media about what I'm doing. And listen, you're doing open houses, go live with your people, tag them, do collaborative lives, do collaborate, add them as collaborators because then your audience sees their business and their audience sees your business and everybody's audience. So now you are multiplying. So I think that, we've been stuck just on real estate mode. The other thing is so for example, when you do a consultation, right? So let's say you're doing a consultation with a buyer or a seller, okay? You need to become the expert, the authority. You should tell them, I am going to record our consultation. Let's just say it's the initial consultation, right? Where you are giving information, where you are the one telling them, okay, this is what we got to do. This is how we do it. This is how it works. Da, 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 da. And you tell them, listen, I'm going to record this, not just for training purposes, but for sharing purposes and repurpose and start sharing your own consultations and put them out there. Put them out there, put them on YouTube. Do them
What
through
a great
any
idea.
platform that gives you multiple places to show. Because, guys, if you are not visible in what you're doing, you're invisible in what you're doing. If you are not visible in what you're doing, you are invisible in what you're doing. So, yes, lives are good, Zooms are good. There's nothing like in person. There's nothing, and obviously we all have to start with our community. So start doing something in your community that you can transmit live. Start doing something. Open houses, hey, bring everybody to your open houses should be your events. And you need to invite
Like
the
a
whole
party.
community. So there's so many ways for you to scale this that I mean we could hear, but there is one gift that I want to leave everyone with. It is my 30-day content calendar. I actually brought this to Winners Wednesday. It is designed to boost your brand and to scale what you do. It is created in a very intentional manner. It is a challenge. And so it gives you your 30 days of what to talk about. I also included instructions on how to do it. And I want to see who from here is going to take the challenge. So if you're again, commitment,
I
consistency,
love it.
compound effect. So
Compound.
I want to give you a tool that you can implement. And if you want this gift, I want you to put a number 10 in the chat and I'll send it to you right here, right now. So let's see who are the brave, right? The brave
Woohoo!
Casas, Didi,
We got some takers.
Tawanda, Monica.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes,
four of
yes.
you.
We're committing before we even see it.
I know. So I
Well, you
shared
know
it.
what though? Hold on. I want to say something about that because if you are committed, doesn't matter what it is. There's a challenge. I need to build my business. I'm in. Tell me the details later, and we'll build this ship as we're sailing it.
Yes, and I've already shared it with everyone, so go ahead and click the link. It's my gift to you. I know it's going to work. I have no doubt. It's working for the people at Winners Wednesday Productivity Bootcamp who are doing it. I have someone that's already on their 15th day. I don't care when you start it, just do it for 30 days consistently. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. Yes, it's going to be inconvenient. Yes, your mind is going to tell you you don't want to do it today. You already know, tell your mind, be quiet. If you knew what we needed to do, we would be doing it already. So just follow the directions. All right.
I love this. Thank you so much, Lucy. You packed a
Where where
punch.
can where can we follow Lucy? I'm sorry, before we and where can
Oh,
we are you
yeah. Okay, Lucy. How can we follow
Coach.
you?
So you can follow me on any platform at Coach, COACH, Lucy Q. So I put it right there, Coach Lucy Q. Anywhere.
Facebook, Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Yes. All right. Well,
Lucy
I
is
want to hear
constantly
testimonials.
posting.
I want to
want?
hear testimonials. I want you guys, whoever takes the challenge, tag me, make me a collaborator. I'll be happy to support you. If you have questions, direct message me. I'm here to give and serve. So whatever I can do.
Wow, what a Monday. This is great. We got an
Yes.
assignment, we got encouragement, we got fire under our feet. Got to move our butts. We got to do stuff. Thank you so much, Lucy.
Woo!
And Rebecca, thank you.
And I want
You're welcome.
you guys to remember, starting today, your Mondays should be called what I'm calling my Mondays in my interactive mentorship here at the Academy. I'm Make Money Mondays. So the way you start your
Make
Monday,
money
everything you do on your
Monday.
Monday will set the pace for the rest of the week.
Make Money Monday. And with that, we end today's session. Remember, buildatseed.com. She's going to be there. So if you want to rub elbows with her and get to know her more, and who knows, maybe we can do a breakout mastermind by the poolside with our mocktails. That would be so much fun. And so hit me up if you need more information about the buildatseed.com. Thank you. Next week, same time, same link. We'll be back. So so have a powerful week, everyone. Hasta luego. Bye.
Hasta luego.
Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
Lucy. Hi, Rebecca. Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.